Hello, guys. Welcome back. And if you're new, my name is Isabel, and I have my husband joining me today, Noah. And we're going to just talk about a lot of things that we enjoy. I think a lot of people actually get surprised with our interests when I tell them. So I just thought it'd be fun to like just talk and share our experiences. And oh, you're just checking if you can hear us. I think. Oh, you did. We're also just testing this out. We're testing out what we need oh, it's like messing with me. To see what how the mics go, how the video quality, because we're using just like a webcam. But we're also just doing this for practice. Me and my husband, we just love like whenever we're playing games or watching a show, we always do like a recap. Like, what did you like about it? What did you think? What were your thoughts? And I tell him like honestly, these are a lot of things. Like if I didn't know him, I would want to be in on the conversation. So I tell him I'm like let's just like put it on and see if we actually have other people that I don't know have the same perspective or even we can like pick their brains about. I always think this is really fun. So go ahead, Noah. You can pick up and talk.
Hi, my name's Noah. Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, I mean, we just yap a lot just on our personal time, and Isabel a few weeks ago had brought up this idea,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, we're just trying it out. Today is more so about working out the kinks, making sure the sound is good, figuring out what sort of things we need to improve, and then obviously figuring out the name. But other than that, like today's just practice, so
Yeah.
super casual, like nothing crazy.
It is live, so we are gonna just play it by ear. We're gonna talk to chat, but then talk to each other. So just bear with us. We're gonna figure out a seamless formula for this all. But I told him I kind of just want to talk like if we were talking and there wasn't a camera, like just because I don't know. I just feel like for me when we talk and like we're just doing our recap of like a show that we just recently watched, sometimes like whenever I hear my husband talk about something and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I never saw it that way. I personally your face, sorry. I personally want to like have this to keep for myself, right? And so that this was me really convincing him that I'm like, no, I want to do this. Please let me do this. Because I guess I just tell him too. I'm like, I can imagine like when I wanted to get started, I was doing it to remind myself like I'm not the only one out there that probably thinks like me, acts like me, and I don't know. Like I think if anything, it just kind of made me feel less alone. And so my husband just I don't know, embracing every side of me honestly is so nice, and I feel like maybe other people can relate to certain aspects because I'm actually very bubbly and very expressive, and my husband isn't as much. And I guess I always used to tell him I would feel like, am I being too annoying? Am I like too much? Which I think actually kind of dives into this anime that we've been watching, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like that's like us. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Polar Opposites.
Well, I think we should back it up a little bit, just because initially this show was brought up because the new season was obviously starting of anime, but Isabel had been watching another show where we
Mm.
watched the first episode of it together, but
Mm-hmm.
then I immediately tapped out because I was like, no, not for me. Like, I'm out. And but Isabel kept going, and um, you can give us the rundown of like the rest of it, like.
Well, see, this is where I'm an overthinker. So if you are, I absolutely understand you. And so I like to talk to Noah about it because I'm just like, am I overreacting about this? Like I am trying to see the big commotion, I guess, because I told him this show is like taking over TikTok. And I a part of me even wanted to like talk about it because I'm like I cannot because I feel like I'm the only one that expected more from it on the romance aspect, right? Like, I feel like, yes, it's a very beautiful anime. It's very beautiful, but I wanted some more depth. And I feel like I was almost upset that no one was calling the show out. They're just like, "Oh, it was so beautiful. It was the most amazing thing. If I don't have love like this, then I don't want it." And I'm just like, "What? That's it?" Like, I don't know. I feel like it could have given me more, like more to feed off of.
Do you remember what that show is called?
Love Through a Prism, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm serious. No one like said anything bad about it, which I mean, like, I'm not saying it was like terrible, but I wanted more from it. And I feel like nowadays people just are like, "Oh no, it's great. It's good." And then that was it. I was like, I was talking to you about it.
Yeah, well, and then that brings us to starting the Polar Opposites show. Was after all of this, because you guys don't understand. Isabel almost talked to me about this every single day, about her not understanding and being like, "Am I missing something?
Yeah,
like,
no.
why do I not see the appeal like all these other people are like ranting and raving about or whatever?" And so then almost like a few days later after you had binged that show, the new season started, and we watched the first episode of that Polar Opposite show, and immediately, just like episode 1 right off the bat, just great, like captures your attention. The chemistry between all the characters were good. None of the dialogue was awkward.
It was really funny too.
Yeah, and so it was just interesting. And after watching that show, like, not a lot of people were necessarily like talking about it in the same way that you were. They were talking about this mediocre one, apparently.
I think because it was so beautiful. And I think that's where people like and I think that kind of just goes with real life, right? Like, if there's no depth, like I need depth. When I talk to a person, there needs to be depth. And I feel like that is not even like as important to people anymore. They're just like,
I don't even necessarily think that show is that beautiful though. I mean, like, it looked like just another generic anime or whatever.
The sceneries were pretty, like the location, the buildings. It was pretty. It was, but and I need more, right? Like, it's like when you talk to someone, it's like they can't just be pretty. Like, there needs to be more depth. Like, and that's what I want for a show. Like, and so that's why I was getting kind of mad, because I'm like, no one was saying it was beautiful, but I feel like they could have given us more. Like, I don't know, like, I wanted it to like pull on my emotions. I actually did cry, but it wasn't about the romantic part. It was actually the friendship that she built. I don't want to give too much spoilers, but I mean, I feel like everyone's seen it and they're all in love. But I actually was more, I don't know, like, moved by the friendship she built, because I felt like that was so real and genuine. I feel like the relationship they were doing with her and the guy was so kiddish. Like, it felt so weird. And I was just like, I don't know. It just doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Just weird. You know, when they have to over-explain what they're doing? I hate when shows do that. They're over-explaining something, and it kind of just takes me out of it.
Do you know that they actually have started doing that on purpose?
Why?
Because they're assuming most people aren't actually looking at the screen whenever things are going on. So then Netflix has made it a priority for more shows to like assume the audience isn't actually watching and they're just listening. So they continue to repeat the plot and plot points over and over again, just purely in the dialogue, so that people who aren't actively watching something and who are on their phone while they're watching something don't miss something, because they'll repeat the plot again and like the problems and stuff.
That's annoying though.
It is annoying, especially for people who actually like pay attention. Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know. I don't even know. I just felt like it was so weird how they were explaining every little thing, and I was like, I like kind of seeing things in between the lines. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just kind of gives more.
Well, it's because people don't talk like that. like
Yeah, exactly.
dialogue.
People don't talk like. Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's why I felt like it wasn't like genuine. Like I didn't feel like I could relate to this because I'm like, when is this ever gonna happen? Like, or not even like, just like, because I mean, at the end of the day, like we all have a different story of how experiences we go through in life, but we all have felt hurt, disappointed, scared, loved, happy. Like we felt all these emotions, right? And I think that's when we connect when we're watching a show. Like, oh my gosh, they're scared. I was scared too. Like, you know, no matter what they're doing, we connect to the emotions. And so I guess to me, I felt like the emotions in the show were displayed so carelessly and to a point where I was just kind of more annoyed. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
but that's the thing is like Isabel doesn't feel validated in her own emotions and is constantly second guessing her own taste.
That's true.
Even though it's based on some stranger from TikTok who's like, she has no idea what they care about.
It was multiple
multiple strangers from TikTok.
And I was like, it is funny because I actually would wait because I'm like, okay, let there be someone that feels the same as I do, so I know that I'm not crazy. But no one did, and I was like, wow, okay. And this is where I talked to Noah about it because I'm like, come on, like no one else like wanted more. Like, come on, like they act like it was the best romance in their whole like anime universe.
By the way, you kept watching it even after, because
I wanted to prove myself wrong. I wanted to see what they saw, and I was waiting. I was like, okay, is this when it's all gonna make sense? Like yeah. I mean, it was okay. Like it was beautiful. I feel like there was a lot of like it. I did like it more the more I watched it, but I guess I just still feel like the hype was like super huge, and so like that kind of like I don't know. But it was like good. I had to keep watching, but for no one to say like, you know, that's what got me. Mm-hmm. Like no one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, Polar Opposites. If you have not watched that one, you should watch it. I feel like I connect with how that girl acts. And so it was really cute to watch it because I told Noah, I'm like, oh, is that how you feel? Because I am very expressive, and some people, to the point where some people think it's fake with how expressive I am. And I asked Noah too, like when we were like dating, I said, am I too much? Like, I don't know. Like it started to become something I felt like insecure about, because I would have people that would feel like I was being fake and I would overthink it. And like it was cute because he told me that he enjoys it, that he wishes he could be as expressive as I am, and he likes experiencing things with me. And so in the show, it was so cute because that's exactly what was happening. Like they went to a movie, and how she saw it, the way she explained it, he's like, oh, I totally missed that. And he like enjoyed how she saw something and her experience and the way she described it and how expressive she got. And it was so cute because I feel like it just kind of validates, oh, okay, so you do mean it, that you do enjoy how I am and it's fun for you.
Did it take me till just now for me to realize that you didn't believe what I was saying until a TV show?
No!
just that Isabel, like 5 years through a relationship, literally got married, and only after watching an anime episode is like, wait, for real? You meant it all this time?
Oh my gosh, no!
She was like, I didn't believe you at all this entire time until now.
I believed it because I know you wouldn't. Like, I don't know. I believed it from like how you explained it and stuff. But it was just nice to watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, that was kind of that. And then we've also been watching the new Game of Thrones spin-off.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I forget, is it called Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Is that what the spin-off is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There's only 4 or 5 episodes out.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I do think it is kind of coming into its own, like, a little bit. And I just realized last night that each episode's only 30. Like, they're not an hour long, like how Game of Thrones and stuff usually is.
I feel like it goes by too fast.
Yeah.
I like the hour longs. I like that.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, I do appreciate that this one's tone is a little bit lighter. Like, it leans a little bit more in the comedy.
Yeah.
Obviously, like it still has like the medieval vibe of like things are rough.
Yeah.
People are brutal.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I do like that the main character is very much like, if anyone has watched the show, kind of like, or the original Game of Thrones, like a Ned Stark kind of character, like noble, to a fault, to where it's like he takes like being honorable and everything like that, like is more important than anything else. Like even if it's like forfeiting his own safety, I guess, you know. And I think it's kind of a refreshing like bit of a show, because it's nice to see, at least so far. Obviously it's Game of Thrones, like my entire heart could get ripped out or whatever,
it's
but
nice to see the good guy win.
or at least have a chance, right, to succeed. And he just seems very genuine and a good fun character to be around and stuff. And then, or what do you think about it?
No, I like the comedy part, but I don't mind the dark part either. You know, I don't mind that at all. But I think it's really cute. Like I said, I think I feel like I do like the hour long, so I'm just sad that it finishes so fast. But I'm already attached to the two main characters. You know, Egg and him. What's his name? The main one.
Duncan.
Yeah. No, I really like them. So I already like that part, you know. They keeping it, I guess, a little more simple. I feel like in the other ones, I feel like the cast is like so many people. So for this one to just have like very, just minimal.
Yeah, it's basically like 2.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because literally coinciding with it, we're watching Mad Men, and it's like almost the complete opposite of that show, to where it's like there's no such thing as honor. Everyone has 2 sides to them. No one is actually what they like perceive, like no one's actually what they choose to like show on the face. Everyone like has an alternate version that they're showing to somebody else, and it's constantly like a battle of who's the real version of them. Is it the one that they are when they go home, or is it the one that they are whenever they're at work?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They don't even know.
Yeah. Also, by the way, it's like takes place in the 50s or 60s, and anyone who said that they worked harder back then is lying. I don't know.
Well, it's because all they do in this show is they're just drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my goodness.
I'm like, just getting hungover just from having work the day before and continuing to drink the next day at work. I'm like, man, I don't even know. But anyway, that was just a funny little recap. And I can't tell if there's any characters in the show that I actually like.
Oh yeah, that was a good point. Yeah, that is funny.
I do think I like the women more than the guy characters, though.
Yes. Yeah. There's
like
no guy character.
The redheaded secretary, like the mother hen of all of them. I like her character.
Yes.
She's not a
the
good
mother hen. Yeah.
She's not like a good person, but she's confident, and she doesn't go out of her way to treat people bad either.
Yeah.
Like she's not really like too much of a bully. And it seems like a lot of people in that show like to be a bully.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because what's that, the girl that, she's a writer too now.
The Handmaid's Tale girl?
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of times where she kind of upsets like the redhead and stuff, but I feel like she takes it very maturely. And it's like, well, I'm telling you, don't listen to me though, you know, like stuff like that. So I'm just like, yeah, she's pretty chill. I like her. Oh, so you guys seen it? Okay, it's a slow show, but I do like it. Is it new?
No.
No. Oh, that's interesting that you've been watching it too. I don't know how we stumbled on it. And I was like, okay, let's watch it. Let's give it a watch. I think I'm also just waiting for them to build their character and be a better person. I think I'm waiting for that.
Well, I don't think they ever will.
Oh.
I think Don Draper will always be a bad guy.
I'm waiting for that. JV Jim says, "Hey Noah, hey it's Noah."
It is me.
Yeah. See, I told them that they would like to have you and stuff. I've been saying I wanted to bring Noah on, so you guys are cute. You're like, yeah, Noah. So, anyways, we'll go back to do you actually have a favorite character? I'm curious. Like, see, this is I honestly love the, you know, I love that we can actually ask you guys in real time and talk about this. Because I don't know. I really feel like, yeah, I don't have like a favorite character, but I think I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for them to build their character. You know, like the underdog thing. Like,
I think he's just gonna get caught eventually
I am
being
waiting
a
for
bad
that
guy.
too, a little bit. I thought it's weird though because I thought he was getting better and focusing on his family, and then later he's just like, nah, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
Like it's too boring for him.
Yeah.
So sad. So sad. I'm like, it's weird because the other day I was just staring off thinking about that show because I'm like, his wife is so sweet, so beautiful, and then he's over here could care less. And I'm like, I don't get it. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Roger is Roger the one who loves Japan, or is Roger the one who has the extremely white hair
That's funny.
and likes the mother hen?
She makes a good point. When someone plays a character so well, you gotta give them credit for that. You gotta respect that. Because I'm like, gosh.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the thing about each character is, as much as it's hard to say favorite, I guess, but each character has their own charm. Okay, I take that back. Except for Campbell. I hate that he's like this little snot-nosed little brat who always feels like he needs to insert himself on everyone's business and is awful to his wife. But the weird thing is, like, he's awful to his wife, and mind you, everyone in the show is awful to their wife. And just women in general. Or just people in general. But he has so little charisma, and he's such a little weasel that whenever he does it, it feels even worse than whenever everyone else does it. Because it's like, bro, you basically have nothing, and you're over here trying to stretch what you can get, even though you know you don't really have much. And, like, you're doing it in spite of not having much, right? It's like he knows he doesn't have much value as, I don't know, a person. I wouldn't even say a man, just like a person. And so it almost feels like he goes out of his way to do awful things to his wife, like, in spite of, like, because he's like, everyone else is doing it, so I should do it. Even though I'm not as, like, charming as them, I should get to do it too. And you're like, why? Like, everyone in this show, it's almost like that saying of, if you watch your friend jump off the bridge, would you do it too? And everyone feels like they need to be exactly like everyone. No one wants to be a sore thumb and stick out and be the odd duck and stuff. So everyone falls in line of having to act like everyone else, drink like everyone else, like have affairs like everyone else, be married like everyone else. And it's like none of them feel unique.
Well, I think the girl, the Handmaid's Tale girl, I think they kind of pointed out she is a little bit of the oddball, and she doesn't mind it.
Well, she does now. But we're just getting to a part right now where she does now, but yeah. Yeah, they truly are mad men. Absolutely.
It's funny the contrast of shows that we watch, but it I don't know, it kind of stirs up good conversations about things, because it's like, I don't know, just weird perspectives.
Yeah. It's funny because with Don Draper, I can't tell, like, if he's a good dad and just an awful husband.
He did,
because both of them kind of, like, both of the lines kind of blur.
Yeah.
To where it's like, well, I think most men and most people in general don't really see it this way. But whenever you are awful to your wife, you're also being awful to your children, you know? And so it's like, it's hard to separate the two. Because there are moments where you can tell he cares about his kids, but whenever he's not caring about his wife, he's also not caring about his kids in that moment either. And so it's like, I don't even know like what sort of redeeming quality he has other than like, okay, Don Draper's handsome, I guess. And like charming.
I guess they point out the charming part because he can like think on his toes and like come up with these.
They should call Mad Men to the procrastination man.
Oh.
Just the man who puts off his work until the last second and then somehow figures out an answer like on the spot.
I mean, that is a skill that he has.
Yeah.
Of just like coming up with things. Yeah. Surprises me. I mean, that part's entertaining.
Yeah.
A little bit. That part. You know, when he's creative, I'm just like, oh, wow. How did he come up with that?
So how is it like watching this show from your perspective?
Like, what do you mean?
Coming at it like as a woman, like seeing this world that is like run by men. But really we're seeing lots of these men would almost be nothing without any of the women in their lives, right? Like Don would be fired and gone if he didn't have a good secretary that was covering for him all the time. If he didn't have a wife holding it down at home.
I don't know. To me, I guess, it is kind of annoying because their egos are so huge that it's like, can't even have a real conversation.
Yeah.
And I think that's just sad.
Yeah.
Because it's nice when you feel like an equal with someone.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's funny because it almost makes him being worse almost pushes the women to be worse too.
Yeah. Because
it's like making his wife uglier.
Yeah.
Because she's becoming uglier because of how awful he's treating her.
Yeah, exactly.
Towards the beginning of the show, you're like, oh, okay. And maybe we'll run it back a little bit. People don't have to be a perfect innocent victim in order for me to necessarily feel bad for them. I still feel bad for his wife and her inching towards getting like, kind of like getting back at him. I don't know why. Okay. This is kind of jumping like tangents a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like, if anyone here has seen The Sopranos, it almost is a similar vibe, but Don Draper is just more handsome than Tony.
That is so funny. Actually, when Noah was watching this, I actually was like, what is this show? It looks so boring. And I'm like, I felt like I think it's the opposite, right? When you see your wife watching The Bachelor or like who knows what, and they're like, what are you watching? And then they're just like behind watching, like, what's going on? What just happened? I felt like that with The Sopranos. I was like, wait a second, this is his like therapist? Like, wait, what does he do? And then Noah would like, you know, like catch me up, and I was just like, okay, and wait, does his wife know? Like,
Isabel's like starting in the seat. She's like, wait, they're doing what? She's just like slowly like sinking into the couch, and then it's like all of a sudden like a bucket of popcorn like pulls up from the bottom of the scene, and then all of a sudden you're just there parked next to me, just as invested.
Yep, and then I just was watching it with you. Yeah.
But getting back to the point, I never felt. I almost cheered it on whenever Carmilla was almost gonna have a fling, but in The Sopranos, right? So Tony's wife Carmilla, whenever she gets pushed to the brink and gets an opportunity rised to get a little.
Well, I feel like I just can't take these people seriously. That's why. Like. I think that's why.
What do you think is the thing that causes us to take Carmilla seriously versus Don Draper's wife not so serious? Because I don't know why her having an opportunity presented to her, I'm not as hyped about it versus when Carmilla did. Is it because she's also not a good mom, and Carmilla was a good mom?
She was a good mom. She cared. She's cute. I don't know. I guess I never really thought of it too much. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That one, I think we're just gonna have to keep watching and hold off to see if anyone. Because I mean, we're assuming, right? You're assuming that no one gets better.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But let me think. What was another show that we?
Well, we kind of took a pause on Fallout,
Oh,
and
I
then,
know.
I mean, some of these shows too, like even Game of Thrones, and we were talking about even The Pit, like,
Yeah. Oh, the pit. I like the
um,
pit, but
I do feel like they're better binged
yeah,
versus week to week.
yeah, the pit. Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, I think it's the idea of it because Noah's bringing up good points that the first season was really really good, and the second one I am a little like, okay, where is this gonna go? But
Yeah. I might almost have to rewatch the first season just to see if I can like nail down what it was. Because something about the second season, like, so if none of you guys have watched it, I'll just give you the quick rundown. The Pit is a show based on, ER, Grey's Anatomy, whatever. But it's supposed to be a little bit more realistic, less romancy, like, whatever. Less Grey's Anatomy, more like actual hospital stuff. And it's supposed to be a more real depiction of it in the instance that the 12 episodes of the show is supposed to be each hour of the 12-hour shift. So the first episode is the first hour, and then slowly the shift just continues to go by. And it's filmed like that. And we were kind of talking about it a little bit, and I almost feel like it might be because of their frustrations with the medical field and like where it's at, just like in general, like in modern day, to where it's like I feel like that frustration is seeping into my viewing experience.
yeah,
To where it's hard for me to separate myself from it, maybe. To where their frustrations are becoming my frustrations.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think that's absolutely fair. Yeah. I don't know if you guys seen The Pit, but
I'm gonna turn on the fan. I'm getting heated.
yeah. But speaking of that, I think this is where we've actually been taking so much enjoyment playing video games, because it kind of does help just like kind of just focus on something so innocent and just like I don't know, I'm just enjoying like finding a pickaxe and I'm gonna say Pokemon, because we've been actually playing the Minecraft where you can play Pokemon. Oh, this is Teddy. If you guys haven't met Teddy, no, he's gonna try to climb up here and then I'm sorry, Teddy, but you want to say hi? There we go. Oh no,
It's okay. It's just you.
It's just you, Teddy. You're very handsome.
He's working himself up. Literally.
Yeah. And then there's Honey somewhere.
Yeah. But Isabel's always kind of had a thing for Minecraft a little bit.
Yeah.
That was one of the first games, or was it Animal Crossing that you kind of?
No, it was Minecraft with you, and you were like helping me, play, because that's the thing. I love watching people play video games, and I actually never got so invested. I've told Noah this. It's because I have like an older brother, and he would always play video games, but he didn't want me and my sisters to mess with his games, because this is when they had like CDs, and he's like, no, you're gonna mess it up, you're gonna delete my game. And so we would never play, and I never got a chance. So Noah's like, I really love video games, you want to play with me? So one of the first one is Minecraft that we played together.
Yeah. And just recently, Isabel sometimes with first person games can struggle with motion sickness a little bit.
I didn't know that was a thing. So if you're not used to playing video games and you feel a little like sick, yeah, it's motion sickness. And I didn't know that that's what I was getting. I would just have to lay down and like recollect myself, and I'm like, man, this is so weird. I feel so nauseous.
Yeah. But in the more recent was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? We found a Pokemon mod called Cobblemon for Minecraft. And basically, we're playing a version that has a bit more mods in it called Cobbleverse, to where it like turns off hunger. There's no both animals or enemies in it, and it's just pure Pokemon. And like there's gyms and stuff, and Pokédex and all that stuff. So we've just been running that. And
yeah, no, it's so fun. It's so cute. I've been enjoying it so much. Like, we're probably gonna play after this, and it's just fun. And it's nice that I enjoy playing it with Noah. So if you're also not that great, because I'm actually not amazing at playing video games. I feel like I am such a beginner. So if you are also a beginner and you want to play with your friends or your partner or whatever, Minecraft is awesome. It helps because like they can help you, and then you feel like you're a part of it, and it's just slowly building the knowledge to like know how to play. Oh. and yeah, so I feel like if you haven't, and like I said, if that applies to you, you should definitely give it a try.
We've been invaded. You've been invaded by a puppy.
Well, at least he's not barking at himself.
Yeah, true.
He's like, actually, I'm pretty handsome.
He's gonna try and get up on the desk.
Who is that cute little guy? Who is that cute? You want to say something to them?
Come here.
Come hither.
Come hither, son.
Come, little Pokemon.
Come here, child.
Yeah, it's honestly so fun. Because I mean, Noah's a little more nerdy than I am. Like way more. But I love it. Like, to me, I just feel like that's just more knowledge, more knowledge he has on some fun stuff. And yeah, he's so cute. He's like, oh my gosh, this Pokemon's a rare Pokemon, or what do you say? Like, it's I don't even know. I think that's usually
legendary.
Yeah, it's legendary. That's the word. He's like, oh, it's a legendary Pokemon. And then he's like, oh my gosh, look at this shiny. And I don't know. It's just so fun. It's because another thing, remember you guys, I'm the expressive one. And so when he gets so expressive and happy, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to like see that, because he can't hold himself back. Like, he's literally like having the time of his life.
Yeah, it's fun because there's no hunger and stuff, and you can kind of choose the level of like survival aspects that you want in it with this mod specifically. And so you can almost focus fully on just being a Pokemon trainer if you want to.
Yeah, that's kind
and
of
you
what
don't even have to worry about the Minecraft stuff too much.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just have to mine here and there, or you can be like Isabel and I'll make all your Pokeballs for you. And
yeah.
You just get to go run and have fun, and I'm more than happy to do it. And then you do get to so different Pokemon show up in different parts of the world. So we almost get to go on big long adventures, and since we don't have to worry about mobs, sleeping, and especially because now the nighttime is literally part of it, to where certain Pokemon show up more at nighttime and stuff. So it's like, no one has to be like, okay, everyone sleep in your bed right now, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, we all just get to go and share on this adventure. And since certain biomes spawn certain Pokemon and more Pokemon are rare than others, like, it creates these really cool moments where like you get to like share this excitement with everybody if something cool shows up. And like because I mean, I guess it depends on who you're playing with, but like everyone can be a good sport and cheer everyone on, and ultimately we all just want each other to like catch everything. And it's just really cool being able to share that with everybody, because I feel like that's a massive thing that's been missing from Pokemon, is just being able to have that side by side experience with friends, significant others, like literally anybody. Like, and the fact that we're able to find this game that I've been wishing Pokemon has made for like basically my entire life, ever since playing the first game, which my first game I played was Fire Red of Pokemon. And ever since then, it's like this has basically been my dream of being able to play Pokemon side by side with some of my favorite people. And not only that, but since this game includes all of the different Pokemon from all these different generations, like there's even Pokemon I haven't like experienced yet that we're all getting to see together for the first time, and getting to see everyone develop their own favorites and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because you want to tell them like what your team is looking like and some of your favorites and stuff, and who you picked, who your starter was.
Telling Norm, like, it's kind of like all the horses. But he's like, these are not horses. Or not all of them. Well, I love Eevee, and I love that you can have her in all the, what's it called? All the
different forms. Yeah,
different forms. So I think that's really cool. So I love Eevee. And then I found, well, Noah found it, but I told him I wanted it. The the horse with the fire flame.
Ponyta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. That one, she's so cute.
Oh yeah, and there's shinies in this one too.
Yeah.
Which literally the same day, almost within an hour, or maybe even 30 minutes, you caught a normal version of it, and then I ended up finding a shiny version of it and had you come and get that.
Yeah.
Which it just goes from basically a horse who has like red and orange flames as its main to all of a sudden blue, as if it's like King of the Hill, like a propane pony. That because the flames are blue, and that's from like propane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, I've been. And then what's the other one that has like curls, but she looks like a little horse?
Curls and is.
She looks like Eevee almost.
Okay, Eevee's not a horse.
Okay, well, I know that.
It has little curls.
Okay, we're after
Do you
this.
know
I'm
what
gonna
type
have to
it
show
is?
Noah. No, I don't. But I like her. She's so pretty.
Did you use it to fight one of the gyms?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, so in this mod as well, it makes you have a level cap. So basically, you'll have a certain level cap until you go and beat a gym. And so far, the first region, because it has multiple regions, I'm pretty sure we can run through.
Daddy.
It has the Hoenn region, so like the entire Fire Red and the Elite Four, and then the Johto region, and then I think Kanto, Johto, and then Hoenn, I think are the different regions that we can run through. But so that's what it's like so far.
That's why.
And
my
so
knowledge
far,
isn't as much, but.
Isabel's beaten, and I've beaten the Brock. We beat the Brock gym. We beat the Misty gym. So ground, water, electric, Lieutenant Surge, and Erica, the grass gym.
Greetings from Mexico. That's awesome. Hello.
Hola. Oh.
I know. See, a lot of people actually get surprised when I tell them like, oh yeah, I'm like half Chilean and half Mexican, and people, of course, I probably don't seem like it, but
I don't know why me saying hola reminded of me seeing a Vulpix.
Yeah.
There you go.
So cute.
Me saying hola reminded, I saw screenshots today of Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl, and the subtitles just said speaking in Spanish.
I know. I was like, come on, they couldn't translate.
And I'm like, what is going on?
Teddy, you're too big.
I love you. You just don't want to stay still.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, Teddy doesn't know how to cuddle. Like, he's awkward. He's like, wait, do I like sit on you? Like, what do I do? Like, it's so funny. So he's not a cuddler. He has his moments where he's trying to be. But he's also, doesn't understand how big he is. But yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Funny and weird. Like,
Yeah.
They can't translate.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So from the games you've played, like what is like a tier? Like how do you look at them?
See, I think that's why I'm enjoying playing Minecraft, because there isn't much you have to like learn, I guess, too much. Like to survive, to like play. Because I think that's where, like, I tell Noah, if I'm playing by myself and I get stuck, I'm like, that's it. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay, I guess this is it. You know, I can't play anymore. But Noah's telling me, he's like, look it up, like, go online, see what you need to do. And so I'm not used to that. I'm not used to doing that. I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess you're right. I guess I could look it up and see what's the next steps I need. But I am like a true beginner when it comes to games. So that's where, you know, I need to remind myself with anything, when you're still learning, it can feel a little frustrating just because you're trying to learn the basic stuff. But then when you know the basic stuff and then you start putting on more knowledge and gaining more skills of how to do something, it does become more enjoyable. So since, you know, Minecraft, I feel like I already know the basic. Now I'm like, okay, what's more than that? So now I get to like enjoy it more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the part where I'm like, it does suck that, you know, I still need to learn a lot of the basics actually.
Yeah.
So I think that's where you guys have told me and given me hope that all of it kind of, you know, if you know the basics enough, a lot of the games are very similar. That's what you guys have told me. I'm still kind of seeing that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also because you usually, whenever you do play by yourself, like you haven't done a full run, like beating the game entirely by yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I think until that happens, whenever Isabel plays with us, obviously, because we're going to be doing stuff too, like your experience almost gets supplemented or like handicapped a little bit because like you're not forced to do most of the stuff. But for the most part, it's fun. And luckily this Minecraft or this Pokemon one, the Cobbleverse doesn't really force you to do anything super crazy.
Hola. It's really cool that you are Latina. Which Pokemon art style do you prefer? The Pixar art one or the 3D one? Oh, what's the difference? Or at least I need to look at that.
Oh, so like, you know what?
Let me look at, I'm going to pull it up.
Okay. So type in Pokemon pixel art.
Okay. Hey, you're fine. You need to give him a dog webcam.
He just wants to be a part of the show.
We should bring a little chair.
Mm-hmm.
He does notice it. Like
yeah.
On a chair. Oh my gosh, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. He's so quick. He's so quick.
Honey's like, there's a little honey. She's like, excuse me. Where
like,
can I
hello,
come?
I want in.
Yeah. Okay, while I'm looking, maybe if you have a favorite, let me know. I'm kind of curious what you prefer. Okay, Pokemon picks.
My favorites are like Gibble, Garchomp, Dratini, Dragonite, Snorlax. I love Snorlax. I love Electivire.
I don't get it.
So like in the old
talking about like the generations?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in the old Pokemon games they would look like that,
yeah.
Right? But then in the new ones they look more like 3D.
Oh, I see. Okay. Then I like I'm not gonna lie, I think I like the 3D. The 3D just seems a little more I mean the Pixar, like the little cubic picture, it's cute. It's super cute. I think it's very nostalgic, you know? But I love the 3D just because it's like you can see them a little better. And so I'm a very visual person. Oh my goodness. Ah!
Tay's trying.
Oh. Wrong side.
Tay's trying to take me out.
Oh, do you like the Pixar one?
The pixel art is fun. Like whenever the pixel art is done good, I really enjoy it, and it's definitely super nostalgic because those were the ones that I first played on.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, you know what? Cobblemon, the version that we were playing on, is a little bit more pixely than because there's another mod called it's funny. The names are almost backwards. Cobblemon is more pixely and Pixelmon is more 3D.
Oh, that is funny.
I'll show you the difference. But since they did them 3D, I'm pretty sure they ended up getting more in trouble.
Have you checked out the Pokemon on Minecraft? I'm sure, because it sounds like you like Pokemon. I'm sure you would love it. And I think that was the thing, right? So his friends joined in on the little world that we made, and they didn't expect to like it as much as they did. Oh.
Yeah, so this is the Cobblemon one, and this is the
Oh, and we're playing that.
Pixelmon
Oh, I
one.
didn't even know you can do that. Oh.
It's like a different version. But I think ours is a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, there we go. So kind of like that.
Yeah.
So it's funny, the Cobblemon version we are playing is a little bit more pixely.
Oh yeah,
than
for sure is the pixely
the smooth one.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think it makes it a fun, like, classic sort of vibe.
It's like technically 3D but pixel too.
Yeah.
So it's like in between. So I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll check it out. It does sound fun. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even expect to like it this much. Like, yeah. Like, I feel like I'm starting to get how people play for hours. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, see, this is where my knowledge or like experience with games, I can't relate to others that play for hours and hours and lose track of time and then look forward to doing it like every day. I guess I just haven't found the right game. So I literally will be playing and I'm like, oh my gosh, we should probably make some food. We should probably make some food to eat. And we'll have to play, again. And then I'm like wanting to play every night.
Yeah, it's been cute, like, seeing you look forward to it, and like me, because there's like certain features in it to where you can like make snacks, and if you make snacks a certain way, it can attract certain Pokemon. So I can basically go out of my way, make these snacks, and they're almost like pre-made adventures, because I'm like, okay, these snacks, we're gonna go to this place and we're gonna hunt this specific Pokemon, and we all basically get to camp out, battle Pokemon, catch stuff, and just see what shows up. And hopefully catch some cool starters and stuff too. So it's a lot of fun, and it has like a lot of different things to offer. Because the fun thing is Isabel doesn't really have a lot of like groundwork with Pokemon, like a huge base of knowledge. And so a lot of these Pokemon you're seeing for the first time, and like just adding to your team, seeing who you like. And it's been fun. And I think one of my favorite parts about it is it sprinkles in Pokemon soundtracks from all the different games into it. And so
the music is
you
cute.
get to listen to, obviously, like, Minecraft music is legendary and stuff, like very soothing and stuff, but listening to the Pokemon like soundtracks while we're playing is just like next level, because man, a banger just comes on and you're like, oh yeah, like
that's cute.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's the game.
Yeah, and Isabel just evolved her Pokemon into a Charizard, and you can fly around on it. So
yeah, I know. It is
she flew around on her Charizard yesterday and died in lava because she decided to fly around in the Nether for the first time.
I mean, it kind of is, right? Like, this whole way of going about playing, like, it's better than the new Pokemon games.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, honestly, Pokemon leaned a little bit too hard into trying to make the Pokemon, like, it's funny because it feels like they leaned into trying to make it look better, and they funnily made it look worse. So it's like they're trying to make it look better and then simultaneously made it look worse, to where everyone's complaining about how ugly the games are. And then in this one, it's like, oh, the quote unquote graphics could be worse technically than like the Pokemon could look worse, right, in this Cobblemon that we're playing. But even though they aren't up to scruff with the new ones, like I don't care, right? Like, I'm getting to share these Pokemon experiences with some of my closest friends, and it, like, it's super fun to look back on. Like, we've only been playing it for a few weeks and we're already like creating memories of like us being able to see that person again and being like, oh my gosh, do you remember whenever we ran into that was so crazy. And like
that legendary Pokemon.
even Isabel and I, to where it's like there's been times where we're like, what is that? I can't believe that just showed up. Like, what's going on? And it's just fun.
Yeah.
And like the suspense of like throwing Pokeballs at stuff, hoping it doesn't kill itself.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. I hate
hoping
when that
you
happens.
don't kill it,
Yeah.
hoping you don't like overestimate how much damage it's gonna be, hoping you have enough like Pokeballs to catch it. The suspense is like fun, and it creates fun little moments that we get to share with each other. And I feel like that's kind of like what Pokemon's been lacking for a long time, and it's a bummer that they didn't do that.
Your One Piece and anime outfits are fire. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, he's wearing his Luffy.
Yeah. My little Drum Island
Yeah.
shirt. My brother went to Japan with his wife for their honeymoon, and he got me the shirt.
Yeah.
So it's authentically Japan.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I know. I feel like if I went to Japan, I'd need like an empty suitcase.
Yeah.
Bring so much back.
True.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love me some anime clothes. Anime anything. I mean, like, I like it so much. That's why I started painting anime pictures to hang up, because I wanted to look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we finished Apothecary Diaries too. We caught all the way up on
that
it.
one was so good. That one was really good.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed finished. Ugh, I want to keep watching that one, but that one was really good.
A nice little slow burn.
Yeah, very slow, but I love that there was so much to it though.
Yeah.
That the romance wasn't like the main plot, anyways. So it was just like an extra thing on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, it was nice. It's a nice little like. I feel like they leaned a little bit more into the overarching plot and not so much of an episodic day-to-day thing, and it all kind of tied together in a nice way, which I really appreciated, because sometimes with this show it can lean a little bit into like the episodic nature of it, and I'm like I just want to like, let's just focus on things that actually matter and stuff. But
I think Teddy's
it's okay,
distracting
baby.
me. He's getting so excited.
It's okay, baby. You're okay. Just relax.
Yeah, but there's actually a lot of anime we still need to watch that we have queued up.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we did make a huge commitment to watching all of One Piece,
and we did it.
Yeah, and we did. And that was a big
undertaking.
Yeah, because then we had to put all the other ones aside.
Yeah.
And I think that's where.
But it felt good.
Oh yeah, no, I don't regret it. I'm glad we did.
Yeah, it was nice to get to that point, and honestly, kind of miss it.
Oh yeah.
All the time, to where it almost felt like I was in a state where nothing was hitting the same. Because we had done so much groundwork with One Piece, and we have so much history with this thing, that it's like, it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to feel like that and start over again. Like, it feels like I had a huge long term relationship with somebody, and I just like, it ended, and I'm like, I have to start all over again. I don't want to do that,
Yeah.
But I mean, it was worth it. I wouldn't take it. I'd do it all over again.
Daddy's getting his exercise in.
Yeah. Gotta dump him.
Well, I mean, I think it's a joke what people say, right? Like, if someone watched One Piece, that they're not afraid of commitment.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is so true. That is a huge commitment.
Yeah, it was a good commitment.
Yeah. Daddy, you're not tired?
Yeah, we love a slow burn.
Man, I do miss that one. I see some vagabond anime. Yes, this person knows their stuff over there. Have you seen Slam Dunk? Oh my god, you should go and see my husband's office. Okay, because this is my office. You should go and see his. He has like all of them. I had them in here too.
Yeah, I got Slam Dunk first.
Yeah.
and then Vagabond after.
Yeah, same author.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Yeah. Takehiko Inoue.
Yeah. Whoa. So what are a few? I asked this question, and if it would be asked to me, it's kind of hard to say. I was gonna say which ones are your favorite. And also, do you read it or you just watch? I'm sure she like that they read it because how would they know Vagabond?
Careful, Teddy. Mom's gonna start picking at you.
Yeah, I collect the Slam Dunk manga. Oh, that one's really good. I've watched a lot of the sports anime, and I love them. I love them. They just get me so hyped, because they're just like the inspiring, like, oh, like just because you're not good at something doesn't mean that you can't be amazing if you just put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah, we got into it kind of because we had just finished watching the Michael Jordan documentary.
Oh yeah,
The Last Dance, and it just was like basketball was just hitting for some reason, and so yeah, enjoyed it a lot. The art's beautiful. Still trying to convince Isabel to read it, but you know, it'll happen one day.
Slowly. I mean, it took him a while. Well, not really a while, but like for me to stay consistent wanting to like play video games, because like I said, it was just something so new to me. But I think the same with like reading.
Yeah, I'll take the Pokemon one. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's a win. And we were watching a lot of One Piece at the time too. So it's kind of hard, I feel like, to split your time between so much different like things of entertainment. And it feels nice to kind of just focus on one at a time and not feel spread so thin. Because sometimes I feel like we need to consume everything, Teddy, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. You don't need to be up here.
He's like, it's too exciting. Why can't I come hang out?
It's okay. Just stay down there. It's okay.
He's your twin.
Yeah, my blonde twin. My blonde twin.
Have you read, let me see. Oh, I have. How do you pronounce that? Carrara's Basketball?
Oh.
I have seen it.
Croco no Basket?
I know it's in the title, but another basketball anime. No, I have seen it. I love that one. It's the one where he's very quiet, so they don't notice him. Or not like he's quiet, like they don't detect him. And so that's actually like his superpower in playing basketball. Because then he kind of just sneaks up on them. The one with the blue hair.
I haven't watched that one at all.
I know, I watched it a long time ago.
Huh.
When I didn't even know Noah when I watched it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think my only other Slam Dunk, Haikyuu for sports anime.
Oh yeah.
Run with the Wind.
Yeah.
Did you watch that one?
Yes. Because you told me to watch it. Yeah. Oh, I saw the swim one. Is it free? Yeah, I saw that one. Well, I did swimming, so I wanted to watch it. It was good. It's been a while though since I've seen it, so I kind of forgot. But I just remember I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we watched Blue Lock.
Yeah, Blue Lock's good. We haven't seen the new season.
Yeah.
But Blue Lock was really good from the first. Was it first season? Because the second. Yeah, the first season was so good. I loved it. It was so good. Every episode. I want to I hate it. See, Noah laughs at me whenever we're watching something and I just get mad when it finishes and we have to wait a whole week. And I'm like, no! I need to see this now. But yeah, that was one of them. That was a good one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We did watch the 100-meter one. That new one.
Yeah.
That was a sports one.
That was a good one. That one we had a lot to say. And I think that's actually what started the conversation because after we were done watching it, me and Noah just were talking about it and I loved the point of view he was or the things he was pointing out in that movie. And I was like, oh my gosh, I never really took away that. I was like, that's actually really good. perspective. Like I didn't see it that way. And so I was like, Vince, I'm like, these conversations, I'm sure there's other people that enjoy these type of conversations, because I really do. I really enjoy just us like talking about it and just going back and forth. And that kind of is what started it, because of that, us talking about it after. Because I felt like I took a lot away from it. So I don't know if you are barely coming on and you actually have never seen any of my videos. I'm actually, I guess, what do you call it? Like super into weightlifting and bodybuilding. So I love challenging myself, I guess you can say. I'm very, I don't know. I just love challenging myself mentally, physically. And a lot of times, and I think that's why I loved this movie, because it really just showed the balance of how you can mentally hold yourself back, like your reality. And if you stay in it, you can be the one that be, I don't know, like just mess up like your potential. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think it did a good job of capturing the different ways people look at competition and the different ways like you can decide to hold yourself back.
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, obviously, you should just go watch it yourself. But it did a great job of capturing motivation, the spirit of competition, like just in general someone's drive and like even fear, and how sometimes subconsciously like there's a lot of fear for something, even though it's something we've been telling ourselves that we love
Yeah.
for a long time, right? And it's just like fear of defeat, to where it's like it kind of wrestles a lot with that concept of, well, for one of the characters, I guess there's lots of different concepts, but if I try my hardest, my very, very hardest at something, and I lose, what does that mean? Right? I can no longer tell myself like I'm the best, so can I still love that thing if I'm not the best at it anymore, or if I'm not the fastest, or whatever. And so it's like you trick yourself into giving up prematurely, and you never actually truly get to figure out how good or fast in the movie you are. And it's just kind of a interesting thing to think about, because it makes you wonder kind of like whether you're deciding to hold yourself back in your own life because of not wanting to fail.
Yeah.
And know that you failed even though you tried your hardest at something.
Yeah, it is scary. Yeah. I think me just relating it back to like how that was an experience I felt in my life, and you pointing out that like reality that I was living in, because I thought it was like the safer place, and how I was suffering in that reality. Because I think that's the weird part, right? Like we're like, no, I need to keep myself safe in this reality, but it's like, but you're suffering though. So is it really that scary to do something that may, be unknown, but actually follow through to something way, way better than what you even thought? And it's weird how we choose to like suffer most of the time, because it's like, well, it's because your brain, you don't want to do the unknown. It's very scary. It likes to keep you safe. So
well, I think it's more so you have to accept something about a dream, right? And a dream is more fun when it's a dream.
That's true
for some people, and not them making their dreams a reality, right? Like some people, their dreams are scary to them, whether they like to admit it or not. And some people can go do the hardest thing possible if it's someone else telling them to go do it and they're working for someone else or doing something for someone else. But as soon as it comes to doing something for themselves, and it like includes doing the thing they've always dreamed about their entire life, all of a sudden it's like they're pulling teeth, like they're being tortured or whatever. And so sometimes, the movie tackles it a lot, but like you just do it subconsciously,
Yeah.
right? You're just subconsciously giving up. You're subconsciously becoming more and more detached from this thing that was your dream, that you loved like your entire life. And it's tragic, honestly.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the point that you made that was so, like, I don't know, just eye-opening to me. Do you remember? When I was like, oh, I didn't even, like, see it that way. Gosh, I can't remember. Because to you, you're probably like, oh, I didn't, like, that's just how I saw it. Like, I don't know what other way it was.
Yeah, I feel like it's not specific enough for me to know.
I'm trying to remember.
Because there's like a lot of things. I think maybe if you knew which character it had to do with.
Man. Because I'm thinking it almost had to do with that, when he was like under the train and then he saw himself in the dark, that one.
Yeah.
Felt like that kind of was a symbolism towards something that you said, and I was just like, I didn't even notice.
Oh, whenever he was on the train, he was, I think he was on his way to a meet or something like that. The train took him into the dark. And him being in the dark was like symbolic of him choosing to keep the lights off, right? He doesn't want to see the truth.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to face reality. He doesn't want to come to terms with what's in front of him, right? Like he's basically closing his eyes, right?
Yeah.
And eventually in another scene, his entire face gets lit up, right? Like he is forced to see the light, and in that moment where he's choosing to see the light, like he literally like breaks down crying. In the same scene. And it's just like his reality was like, whenever he was literally faced with his reality, like broke him, right? Like it made him break down crying with how sad he was, because he realized he'd been almost like, I'd want to call it like escapism, but like just choosing to check out of his own life and his own passion. Because whenever he was faced with the reality of possibly not being able to do his passion anymore, he broke down crying, right? And it's just like realizing what he'd been doing the whole time.
I think that really goes with when you fully commit, and I think that's why we stay in like limbo, right? Because we think, oh, if I stay here, it's like it's kind of possible, but then I don't really have to commit.
Yeah.
And so
because if it doesn't work out, you're like, I didn't really try that hard anyway.
Yeah. Instead of like really committing to something, and when something's faced you, you're like, oh, you don't even have that option. You won't have that option anymore, and then you realize like, whoa, like actually how much that weighs on you when you don't even have that option anymore. So yeah. Really good.
It was a good movie.
Do you guys have some personal experiences with sport competitions? Well, I mean, you can share a little bit of yours, because it's like you really didn't play sports in high school.
I'm not very competitive, like even at all.
He isn't. Yeah.
I mean, played sports growing up and stuff, but nothing too crazy or whatever. Just played, and then
I think he didn't have a good experience because he used to play baseball, but he played with the team. This was when he was younger too, though, that they didn't care. And I get how that feels, right? Because it's like you play with a team, like they don't care, so it's hard for you to care. Like when no one just has any passion, any drive.
All right, we'll get into it. Basically, my entire career of playing sports, specifically baseball, almost every team, it was almost like an entire season with no wins. Almost back to back to back to back, to where it was like an entire season and maybe win 2 games, maybe if we're lucky. But for the most part, like we're just getting creamed. And um yeah, just like disheartening. And for me, just like, I think if I stuck with it, maybe it could have been fine. um but I feel like it just kind of sucked the life out of it for me. And I feel like I had to grow this mentality with sports at that point, to where I'm like, sports isn't about winning. Sports is about trying your hardest and trying to have a good time doing it. And that's what I have to tell myself, right? And then eventually later on, whenever I'm getting confronted with a different level of sports, like high school, middle school, and it is about winning, right? Everyone who's getting on the team is being chosen to win. And I would have to switch up my entire mentality to try and be competitive again, even though I had groomed myself to specifically be like, none of this matters.
Because you had to cope in some way.
Yeah.
So you had to have it seen in some type of way to like do it.
Yeah.
Because I think me having both experiences, because I played water polo and I did swimming in high school. And when I played water polo, because that one's more of like a team sport. Swimming's kind of individual. I mean, yeah, you have your relays, but water polo is more of a team sport. And when I was a freshman going in, that was a great team. Like the varsity, when we're all playing, because I think I actually started in varsity when I was a freshman, because I was a decent swimmer. I was pretty good at swimming. So I got to experience how it felt to have a really good team. And it felt so like alive, and it's fun. I think what you really feel is like people coming together, and when people come together, like how amazing things can fall into place. Like everyone has different qualities that all add to just, I don't know, making the team so amazing, right? Like you can have an amazing goalie, an amazing point guard, and you know, wing, and all these things. Like everyone has their job, and to see how everyone relies on everyone, like it felt nice. Like you felt you were a part of something, and it felt really beautiful. So everyone's like super into it, right? Like everyone's super into it. So fast forward some years, we lost a lot of good players, and a lot of people weren't so into it anymore. And for me to see that difference, and then it kind of did make it a little harder. And it's like, because yes, I think I'm very competitive. I like it because I think I find the fun into it, because I feel like it's nice to have that little challenge. And I think I love challenging. You know, I love when people can challenge themselves. I love challenging myself. I love when people do it themselves, because then they kind of are like, whoa, I didn't know I can do that. But if they weren't challenged, then they probably wouldn't have pushed themselves. You know, and I think that's where I see like that perspective of it, is that you do something you probably wouldn't have otherwise. And I feel like that is really fun to experience. And that's why I think it's fun to be inspired by even the people you're in your team, to be inspired by them, to see their passion. And it's the same goes when I'm like lifting with someone and I see them pushing themselves. Like in a way, we're not being competitive, but like seeing their passion and like their effort really motivates me and like inspires me, just feeling their energy. And I feel like that's what it is, just feeling that energy. And it's almost like that fun competition, right? Like, oh, you think you're like, okay, let me, you know, like we'll see what happens. And maybe that just glimpse of, we don't really know at the end of the day, almost like in that in the movie, the 100 meter dash, like, let's see whose reality wins, your reality that you win, or mine that I do. Because in the end of the day, like nothing's for sure, like it's not certain. So I don't know, I feel like it just makes life more exciting. So to me, that's how I see it. And so that's why when I hear Noah's story of like, oh, I'm not very competitive, I've never done, I feel like you just weren't in the experience to enjoy the benefits of being competitive in a nice way, like a fun way, you know, like.
No, yeah.
So.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I know.
That's everything. Yeah,
no,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is fun. There is fun to it. And I love it. That's kind of how I see it. And
I can appreciate people's competitiveness.
Yeah.
I'm just not really built like that anymore. I don't feel like.
Well, you don't have anything that brings that out in you. That's what that means.
I could, but competitive people make everything a competition.
Well, that's the
It's
thing
not
too.
about just the one thing in their life, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying everyone makes things a good experience because everyone kind of can give off a different vibe to things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like it takes just certain situations, certain people, right? Like someone can make working out actually a bad experience, and then someone can actually make it a fun experience. Teddy's just gonna be. This is what you get to. If you want to come up here, you have to cuddle with us. He doesn't like cuddling. It's like so awkward for him. Like he's like, what's going on? He's like, no, I'm never coming up here again. Oh, this is so funny. But no, I really do feel like it is that like it does matter who's in this situation, what the situation is, like all that stuff.
Yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
like yeah, I wouldn't just work out with anyone, you know, like that kind of thing.
Oh,
Like I don't know. Yeah, energy's important. Like how people because I think a lot of people like we're actually talking about that like when you are very angry and negative, how that can get you out of a rut or get you like going, but how that's not sustainable, and that's how people get burnt out and drained.
mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's something like I already like if someone's approaching something and they're like very negative, very like, oh no, I have to be mean to myself to do something. um I I personally don't do that, so it's like to be around that and get that. I yeah, like you know, so stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
having like PTSD?
Yeah,
Like thinking about it all.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like I don't want to think about this.
yeah,
Balance is key, right? Fun and kind of intense.
yeah. Good intensity. It's nice. Always.
Hmm.
And it depends on what the stakes are,
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah.
nothing I'm ever going to do is going to lead to a point to where I should make anything not fun,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
But,
sure.
you know, I'll try.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, I think that was a solid first.
It was. Yeah, this was actually our first experience doing our little just chatting with you guys, and it was fun.
Yeah.
I got to interact with some people that brought up some really good points.
Yeah.
And some good questions. I loved it.
Yeah.
So
Thank you guys. We're going to be trying to do this once a week.
yeah.
We're still brainstorming names and stuff like that, making
Yeah.
it more official. But we feel like in the meantime, just like practicing and hanging out and stuff is good.
I think that's the thing, right? Like sometimes people wait till things are perfect, and that's something I had to learn. Is you learn through the mess. Like learn through the mess. Like right now, like this is probably gonna be something we're gonna be like, oh wow, this is so cute. Like this is how we started, and just learning through it. And that's why I told you like we're figuring out, oh, do the mics work? How does the camera pick up? And just lighting, all this random stuff. And then also like, yeah, what are the topics we want to talk about? Which ones do we feel like we want to just focus on? Just stuff like that. I think it's gonna be fun to figure out. And yeah, it was really nice doing this live and chatting with you guys live. I really enjoyed that part.
Yeah, it was nice. I think I had a great time, and can't wait to do more.
Yeah, if you guys are not watching this live and you are just watching it on YouTube, because that's going to be saved, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time, because I will try to make a schedule that when we will be live, so you can come in, just hang out and chat. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and thanks for just coming in and hanging out. Even if you're just wanting to what do they call it? Linger? Like
Lurk.
lurk, there we go. Even if you want to do that, that's fine. That's fine too. But yeah.
Yeah.